I've been told a lot of things about me with the other organization. Get fan mails from the owner saying that I can't tackle. I'm old, I lost it. So I wanted to show them that.
And there goes former Arizona Cardinals cornerback Patrick Peterson talking about the culture that's happening in the Arizona Cardinals and what happened to him in his last year being an Arizona Cardinal. What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today what I want to talk about is basically Patrick Peterson's post-game thoughts on this whole Arizona Cardinals versus Vikings game. Now, I am going to be playing the clip for you in full, letting you guys know like what he ended up saying in full, but like I want to kind of get my thoughts in this whole situation. Definitely do me one huge favor, guys. Smack the like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. We made it to 10K. Huge thank you for everybody watching and that's been smacking the like buttons on this video here. We want to hit 15K and then 20K next, but obviously baby steps. Let's talk about this Patrick Peterson post-game interview from the media. Let's continue to watch.
Pat, what did you convey in your speech to the team last night along with Jordan?
You know, honestly, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
You know, Jordan, I let Jordan do the speaking. The DBs in the room, they knew what I was going to be on. I didn't have to say one word yesterday, all this week.
You said a lot on the field. Every time you made a play, you were talking to their sideline.
Oh, yeah. That's purposely. Purpose. And I'm still waiting on Steve Keim to call me. Still haven't talked to him yet.
Really?
No.
But he sent you emails? Was that him that was sending you emails? Who was doing that?
I don't know. Someone was sending emails to the owners, and I get them on my chair, just things like that, you know.
You're talking about this week?
No, when I was there.
When you were there.
Yeah.
Somebody was leaving emails about you couldn't tackle on your chair in the locker room.
And they said they went to the fact to say as long as I was on the team, they wasn't going to be a season ticket holder anymore. I think his name was John H. Berry, if I'm not mistaken.
Any message for John H. Berry today?
You see me. You see me.
But also, why would they print it out and leave it on your chair too, right?
That was the mind-boggling thing to me. I'm like, what? What did I do to deserve this?
Listening to Patrick Peterson is very, very eye-opening, at least as an Arizona Cardinal fan. Now, this doesn't come out of left field, at least for me, being that I've been an Arizona Cardinal fan as long as I have been. We have heard multiple players coming out and, being very disgruntled with the Arizona Cardinal organization, whether it was David Johnson or Matthew, or even that whole debacle that happened with, Malcolm Butler. It's just really, really a weird situation. Now, if this is true, how does Michael Bidwill allow something like this to happen, right? For a leadership or somebody in the leadership role to go out there and put fan mail, right, on somebody's chair, right? Saying things like you're washed, saying things like, you don't have it anymore. Now, I get it, right? The social media world and the Twitter world, it can get very nasty, right? And I'm also one of those people that kind of voice my frustrations out as well. But this is different, right? This is going to be more, it just should be in a more of a professional level. I don't know why either the GM or Michael Bidwill felt like this was a good thing to do to kind of provoke the bear, provoke another, player that has done actually very well for this Arizona Cardinal organization, because believe it or not, he's probably one of the last superstars that we ended up getting in the draft, and he did very good things for the Arizona Cardinals when he was in his prime. Now, granted, yes, there was a lot of frustrations that came out from like Arizona Cardinal fans, right? Being that he just wouldn't be able to keep up with those young new wide receivers. But man, with this whole situation, I don't really know how to feel, but I kind of feel like, oh, well, this makes sense, right? This makes sense because the Arizona Cardinals don't have culture. The Arizona Cardinals are coming from a cancerous organization being led from the top. We all know Steve Keim has had this really weird, I don't know, something about him is just really odd. And he likes to hear himself speak a lot, and I'm frustrated. I obviously am. I hope this isn't true. I don't think it's not true, but I would love to get some sort of response by the Arizona Cardinal organization, because if this is the way that the organization treats their players, why would any other player want to come here and play for the Arizona Cardinals? Why would a player want to get drafted to the Arizona Cardinals? Why, right? Players talk. Players listen to the same, post, game interviews that we do. Why, right? Why would they want to play for this organization if this is indeed true? Now, one other thing that I heard out there was that there was a season ticket holder that came out and said like something something along the lines of like he won't be a season ticket holder if the Cardinals retain P2. Like, I don't know the extent of like if that's true or not, because dang, if season ticket holders really have that much weight, then dang, let me put my fan mail up in there and send it over to Steve Keim, right? That's what I would love. But let's continue to talk about Steve Keim. Patrick Peterson said he still has not heard from Steve Keim. He still has not heard from him. Now, I know there's going to be fans saying, well, why should Steve Keim talk to him, right? Why? But here's my thoughts of it. I don't know if any of you guys have been in a leadership role, right? Anybody. And if you have been, you maybe kind of understand where I'm coming from. When you are a leader of men, a leader of people, right? Doing a job, your main job as a leader is to lead by example. Now, if Patrick Peterson was not going to sign back with the Arizona Cardinals, I would have hoped that the longevity of what Patrick Peterson done for this organization, there would have at least been a little conversation there, right? Hey, Patrick Peterson, we've seen the way you played, something along the lines of, we feel like you declined, but so we don't want to give you this much, but we're willing to give you this much, right? Something along the lines of that. But what it actually almost seems like, per Patrick Peterson, is that there was no conversation. Like, there was no conversation at all with Patrick Peterson and the Cardinals organization, because what they thought was a good idea was to put little notes for Patrick Peterson to kind of, read on his own is really, really immature and weird. It's a really weird situation, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to sit here and say Patrick Peterson isn't correct or he's not telling the truth. I don't know. I got no skin in this game. But I do know one thing for a fact, that Patrick Peterson is not the first person that has mentioned bad comments about the Cardinals organization pertaining to Steve Keim and the way things are run within this organization. Let me know what your guys' thoughts in this whole situation. Put everything in the comments below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.